What is good, everybody, and welcome here to Team COG. Today, guys, I'm going to show you guys the Infernoble Draw 2 combo that I wanted to showcase for quite some time. I talked about it in my live streams and stuff like that. It's a really straightforward combo, something that the deck, I guess, didn't really even try to do, but I think it could have done, since we had so much token generation stuff. We could have drew 2 through our combo steps, and I like having decks that have the ability to draw through their combo sequencing and stuff, because it allows you to draw into side deck cards. So, like, essentially, like, when you're siding in powerful blowout cards, like drawing Lockberg when you're playing against like Drytron and stuff, being able to draw and flow underease. You're able to draw 2 cards, potentially picking up a draw on Lockberg, which is game ending. Same with Judgment, when you're forced to go first, and if you're siding anti-spell, as long as you're like, if you draw Judgment when you're going first and you set it, you're almost guaranteed to win. You're not going to lose your board to those blowout cards like Dark Ruler and stuff. Drawing into like Dimensional Barrier and stuff like that. Drawing into blowout cards has always been important. And that's something like I don't think this deck had access to before, but I'm going to actually showcase you guys the 2-card combo, because sadly Infernobles are no longer a 1-card combo deck. It's a 2-card combo deck in order to get us there. And this is going to be a very just interesting combo. It can be pretty much done with any same like Connector plus Oliver, or, you know, Red, Flint, Oliver. There's just different iterations to do this. I'm going to show you guys this one, which is Ogier plus Renaud, which of course you play 3 Renaud. I've noticed some builds have actually ended up cutting Connector and gone like 3 Ogier. I do not think that is correct. I think that Gearfried is good, but Gearfried does not is not the end all be all. I said it. I just don't believe that it is the end all be all. However, though, I would just like to go ahead and just say that maybe 2 Ogier is correct. I've always been playing 1, and I have not seen the necessary need to play more than that. I prioritize seeing Connector over this, but this is just another way for you to get access to Oliver and do the combo right here. And before I continue on, guys, please remember, if you guys enjoy the content and stuff, please hit that subscribe button. If you guys want to help support the channel, check the links down in the description below. The mat, the sleeves, the hat is all by Imperium Duelist, proud sponsor of the channel. Use my code TEAMCOG10 to get 10% off. And then if you guys want to really help support the channel, hit that join button. I do plan to go to Nationals this season, as long as, you know, restrictions and stuff like that apply. And I just hope to see you all there. And everything that you guys put towards the channel ends up going right back into it. So, again, yeah. So, and also the thanks button, that YouTube added that thanks button. If you guys want to, you know, directly support the channel but not become a member, do like a one-time thank you sort of thing, go ahead and hit that thank you button down below and allow you to kind of tip the channel. But anyway, without further ado, we're going to quickly just jump into the 2-card combo here. And in this scenario, like I said, it could be Oliver plus Connector, same thing. However, just to show you the iteration, you're going to normal summon Ogier. Ogier is just going to let you then Foolish Burial. We're going to go ahead and send Oliver. You then will go ahead and use Renaud's effect to special summon itself. Renaud will add back the Oliver. And then we go ahead and we go right in here for Isolde. Isolde will then, on summon, let us add. We're going to go ahead and add Red Layer, because like you always add Red Layer. I have found myself very seldom not needing to add Red Layer. But you can go ahead and add Red Layer. Here's our hand. We'll go ahead and use Isolde's effect, pay cost. Go ahead and we'll send 2. I don't think it matters what we send. Yeah, we'll send 2 to go ahead and send out Doppel Warrior. We'll go ahead and banish 2 for Divine Sword Phoenix Blade. And then we'll go ahead and activate Oliver in hand by pitching the Divine Sword. Summoning the Oliver as a level 1. We then go here, making Martial Metal Marcher. And I believe since Doppel Warrior is a win effect, Doppel Warrior, the last thing that Doppel has to see is it go into the graveyard. So I believe in order for it to not miss timing, it has to be Chainlink 1. Correct me if I'm wrong, or, you know, just correct me in general. But anyway, Doppel is going to get us the 2 tokens. And then we're going to be able to summon out Oliver. And then, with that being said, we will go ahead and go here. Take the token and the Oliver and go straight for Roland. And it's very similar lines to like the original combo that we do. Oliver and that go into Hulk. Hulk effect allows us to summon out Jet from the deck. Wherever Jet may be, there it is. Go ahead and summon out Jet. Jet and the token become the Shaman. And then Shaman brings back out the Doppel Warrior. So this is where the combo line would normally change. The normal combo line is we take this, and then we go up into Power Tool, and then we get to go into the Tatsunoko, we get to go into Charles, we get to go all that route that way using this combo line here. However, if you want to get draw 2 or pick up 2 on your way there, like you're in that important game 2 or in that important game 3, you did not draw any of your side deck cards, and you need to see your like blowout cards, like you're playing against Drytron or Floowandereeze, and you need to stop them, and you need to pick up those Drolls. This is the route you go. So you end up going here, taking the Doppel and the Shaman, and you're going to preemptively make Herald here. Herald's going to get summoned. Oh, that's correct. There we go. Herald summoned. Then Doppel's going to trigger. Doppel is going to summon out 2 tokens. And here you go. So this is our hand. You go ahead and you take Roland and the token. And you go ahead and you make Charge Warrior. So this is going to be the first pickup here. Charge Warrior. Charge is going to allow you to pick up a draw. So it doesn't matter what you draw, but we'll just go ahead and draw. You pick up your draw. And then you can go ahead and banish 2 for Divine Sword. And then you can go ahead and use the Jet Engrave, pitching the Divine Sword, summoning Jet, and then you go Jet and your last token here, and you go ahead and you make Formula Synchron, which is going to allow you to pick up your second card here. So you go ahead and draw another card, and then you take the Charge and the Jet, the Charge and the Jet, the Charge and the Formula, and you go ahead and go here for your Savage Dragon. So you make your Savage, and then you go ahead and you equipped Isolde from the grave. And this is the draw 2 combo. You're still ending on 2 forms of interruption, or excuse me, 3 forms of interruption. You picked up 2 cards on your way. You took 2 cards to do this, so you still technically have 3 cards in your hand. So like you do have like 6 cards, I believe, and then during their turn, Hulk tags into the all-important Desert Locust to make them discard a card. And if they're forced to discard a monster, or like you hold this, then of course you're there losing, banishing. It's a macro effect. So you end up still ending on 2 interruptions, but you're drawing 2. So like I said, you're hoping to draw into those blowout cards that you want to see, like the Droll, the Dimensional Barrier, stuff like that. Like especially if you're playing against Branded and Despia, you want to draw D Barrier as soon as you possibly can, or try drawing into the anti-spell. So then like you can flip that, you can draw into those cards. And normally Infernobles didn't have this. They were practically forced to open the side deck cards, whereas now like we're not as forced to. Like we literally can draw into them, which is awesome, and we're not really losing too much in the sense. Now with that being said, I do believe that if you have like 1 more extender in your hand, you could potentially shoot for Charles instead of this. And the only reason I say you shoot for Charles in that scenario is simply because, especially if you open like DDR in your hand, because you have the level 1 because of Renaud, or you have the level 1 because of Jet, whatever this case may be, whatever like level 1 you do get access to, you would want to go for Charles, because Charles can protect the Herald from them going into battle. Because normally the way that you out this board is you literally go battle phase, and then they attack over the Herald, and then Herald solved. However, if you have Charles up, as soon as they normal summon or commit and they try to go battle phase, you can go Roland Engrave to attempt to pop the Charles, or just equip the Charles and pop the card that's trying to whack over this. So you still get 2 disruptions, and you still get the draw 2. It just depends on the extra. Like if you have the extra extender in your hand, like I said, DDR, even if you hard draw Living Fossil, Monster Reborn, etc. But that's for the draw 2 combo. I think this is very necessary, especially moving on into the competitive season. You need to understand these combos simply so that you do draw cards, because in the games 3, when your opponent is siding into, especially if you're going first, and your opponent is in that game 3 and you are siding, and your opponent's sided, they're going to side in Dark Ruler, they're going to side in Droplets, they're going to side in all these board breaking cards that you're going to have to answer. And I think that's where cards like Judgment really shine. You need to draw into your Judgments so that you have a Judgment to set, so that your board does not get entirely busted. And if you don't open a Judgment, like the old Infernobles, our board would just get broken. If you really, honestly, if you didn't open Judgment, if you didn't open your side deck cards, you had no way to see them. But now we have the ability to draw 2 cards. So imagine if you just drew into like one of these cards with just a Judgment. Like there you go. Like your entire board is practically solidified, simply because like Droplets and or Dark Ruler is not going to out your board. So that's, again, guys, that's the combo that I've been tinkering with. If you guys have any refined versions or anything like that, please comment down below and let me know your refined version. Again, most importantly for you guys there, please stay safe, stay healthy. This is Charles from Team COG, signing out.